Hello everyone, let's have some fun with ChatGPT today and see if we can use it to help ourselves in our trading. So let's get started. Okay, so first let's go to this link, chat.openai.com/chat. As you guys know that at snowflaketrader.com, we focus on building our own tools for our trading. I know coding is not a forte for a lot of us, and because of lack of coding knowledge, we tend not to go into that area. It has been a problem for me for many years until I realized that coding could be really easy with these modern trading platforms. I frequently use NinjaScript on NinjaTrader, but today we'll use the more common and more famous trading platform called ThinkOrSwim. Now, ThinkOrSwim has a thinkscript, which is very user-friendly to use. However, if you are completely beginner or you're not familiar with coding at all, you could use ChatGPT to write you some code. ChatGPT is not going to give you the correct code every single time. You might have to do some editing and play around with it. The fun part is that thinkscript will give you an error if there's a problem with the code, and you can just copy paste that error into ChatGPT and it will try to fix it. Let's ask ChatGPT to build us a tool that we can use for our trading. So one of the very common indicators that we use is moving averages. And today we'll ask ChatGPT to build us a tool where the area between the two moving averages will get colored. If, let's say, the fast moving average crosses above the slow moving average, let's ask ChatGPT to code us that area as green. And then if the fast moving average crosses below the slow moving average, let's ask it to color that area as red. This area between these two moving averages is a no man's land. And the reason is, or the thinking behind that is, if you can clearly see the price above the fast moving average area, you can trade the instrument long. And if the price is below this cloud, so to speak, we can trade that instrument short. So let's see what happens. We're going to ask ChatGPT to give us that code. So we'll type up a prompt, and the way ChatGPT works is if your prompt is really good, you will get the code the first time. Or you might have to go back and forth and make some edits to your prompts to get the best results. Cool. It was developed by TradeStation. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. I think they call it easy language in TradeStation. They call it easy language. Okay, so okay, let's see, what do we get? So remember that I've played with this a little bit before as well, and it's given me code for a lot of things that I've asked for, but most of the times I did have to go back and forth and fix the inputs to make the code better. Sometimes we'll get some syntax errors. So this indicator takes two input parameters, fastLength, slowLength, which controls the period. Fast and slow SMAs are plotted in separate lines on the chart, and the area between them is colored relative to the position of the two moving averages. Okay, so let's try this. Let's copy the code right here. We can click and go to ThinkOrSwim. So when you open ThinkOrSwim, you'll most likely be in your monitor or chart. So let's open Tesla chart for now, and what we'll do is we'll click on Tools and click on ThinkScript right here, and then hit plus and hit Study, and we'll call this No Man's Land. So no man's land comes from the idea where between two borders of a country, there is an area that's defined as no man's land. In that sense, if anyone is seen in that area, anyone can kill them. Basically, it's a hot zone where no one is allowed to be. That way, there's no confusion between two countries and their borders. So I'm calling it no man's land, which means we should not be trading or making trade decisions when the price is in between this area. So we've copied the code. We'll hit paste. So you see we are getting some errors here. You copy these errors and then go back to ChatGPT and paste the errors here and then hit enter. So I just copy pasted the errors. It says apologize for the errors in the code, and here's the revised version. It might take you few back and forth with algorithm to find the right code. If you are completely not willing to learn about how to code this script, find errors in this code. They might be simple, but if we have this tool to help us, we should just use it. So let's see what comes out of this. Sometimes I've seen that there will be no changes to the code and it will say that I have made the change to the code. That also happened once with me. Well, let's see. Copy code. Let's see, we copied that. Go Control A, paste, and we still have 2 errors left. So let's copy that. Let ChatGPT fix it. So invalid statement fast at 33.1. Apologize for the code. Here's the revised version. So it's trying to fix the code again. I think it learns from its mistakes too. In fact, I've seen it get better at coding these type of codes over the last few days that I've been playing with this. Okay, we still have that error. So what is this? Set the plots to extend to the right of the chart. Do we even need that? Let's comment it out. Let's plot this, show plot. Okay. So this color the area between the two relative position. So the coloring is happening right here. Okay. So this last part is set the fast SMA to the front so it is not obscured by the slow. Okay, I think this is doing something extra that we need to do. So what I'm gonna do is, before I go back and give him the same error, I think I'm going to remove this code for now, just to play around, see if the error goes away. So there you go, the error went away. Pretty much that extra part was doing something extra that I didn't even ask ChatGPT to do. So this is another thing that you will face when using ChatGPT, is that it will try to give you some extra nuggets because it's pulling information from the other coders that have coded and shared the code online. So it's learning constantly what else can you do based on similar prompts. So next time when you run the same prompt, it might give you maybe alerts like sound alerts, and we can probably ask ChatGPT to give us audio alerts based on SMA crosses as well. So once the SMAs cross on the chart, it will give you an audio alert when you're trading. So those are a few ideas that I can share with you when you are playing with ChatGPT. Okay, so for now it looks like there are no errors. So let's save. And then once it saves and there are no errors, let's go back to the chart and add this indicator and see how it looks. So right now we have a Tesla chart and we are using hourly. Let's use something more fast. We'll use tick chart and we'll go to 610 tick. So there's 610 tick chart, and then let's go to studies, edit studies, and look for our indicator that we just made. It has 12 and 26, and then we apply. Where's the cloud? Okay, so looks like what it's doing is it's just coloring the indicator. So see, the code is completely wrong than what we asked. So I'm going to, can you add cloud between the two lines above? Code does not add cloud. So it was doing the color of the line itself, but not the cloud. So now I've asked it to plot the cloud. Let's see if it does, if it would do that. Or we might have to change the prompt completely to something else and basically start again on getting this thing that we want. So it's doing the extend thing again. I don't see the code for cloud yet. Oh yeah, there it is. Set cloud paint settings. I have a feeling this is a very long code. There will be some errors in this one. Let's go back to the tools. So let's see, let's go back to here when we're going to paste the code. Again, probably similar errors. We're gonna copy the errors here and go back to ChatGPT, paste it, let's see what it does. We've given these first two errors before and it couldn't fix it, so I doubt that these will be fixed either. We might have to just start over again with a new prompt. I think it's extending the plot to the right because it's trying to give us a displacement in the cloud. Let's see if this works now. I doubt it. Might have to change the prompts. Yeah, so we still have the same errors. When this happens, like you get the same error over and over again, just know that ChatGPT has reached its limit and it will not be able to fix it unless you know how to fix this error right now. It says invalid statement, which means most likely this is some syntax error that we have to be aware of the coding language to fix it. So let's go back and start from scratch again. Let's see. Oh Lord. I think I have to really type up the prompt very specifically to get the right code out. So give me a second. I'll just copy paste that offline. Can you please code a ThinkOrSwim study where okay, looks like, let's try this before we say anything. Okay, looks like there are no errors, and it's no man's land. Let's save the script. Go back to the charts, go to studies, edit studies, find no man's land. Double click. We have this here, apply. Okay. Looks like we are getting a red color when the price is above. So let's go change that in the code again manually because I can't keep coming back to it. So AddCloud, we will just reverse the colors here. Go 1 and 5 here, and then save it. Go back to the chart. We should have it right. So cool. Yeah, we can change the moving average color as well. Let's go back. We're gonna call this 1 and this 5. Okay, let's save it. Go back to the chart, and there we go. So the upper fast moving average is blue. We can change the colors here to, if you want, green. Yeah, we can change that to green here, and then slow moving plot to red. Red is fine, and let's apply. Okay, there we go. And then the prices are coming down. We have the cloud as red. Now let's remove the volume. Okay, so with this study, it will give you a color change, and you can trade the long side as long as price is above the cloud, above the no man's land, and then you can trade the shorts as long as price is below the no man's land area. Now this is using moving averages 12 and 26. This is going to capture the short-term momentum, and in order to get the trend, in the sense, if the price is trending up, you don't want to trade anything below the cloud. You only want to trade above the cloud, and you can have that moving average in place as well, which what you can do is you go to studies and then edit studies, and here you can have a simple moving average, and here you can make this one edit, go to make this to 200, let's say, or 250, and then you can color it to cyan, make it a little bolder, and apply. Okay, so as long as the cloud and the price is above this, you only trade the long side or the upside. As soon as price is seen above the cloud, you can trade it long. As soon as price closes below inside the cloud, you can get out. You can repeat that multiple times, or you can hold as long as the cloud is green, and then when the lines cross, you get out, take profit. If the cloud is red, you never enter, you don't do anything. As soon as cloud turns green, you enter, and you wait for the cloud to turn cross back down, and then you can enter again. So it's a simple moving average system by adding the logic of a long-term moving average for catching the trends, and using the cloud indicator can help you trade better. So that's what I have for you, but you can do a lot with ChatGPT. Like you've seen, it takes a few iterations going back and forth with the errors. Sometimes you just reach a dead end, you abandon that idea, try writing the prompt a little bit better. So working along the lines of what we have done today, we could ask, can you please code a or what was the prompt? So what I'll do is I'll provide the code that we generated today. In the description box, I'll put the code in. You just copy paste it into ThinkOrSwim, and you can use the code as well. So I will provide the prompt as well, so that you can use that kind of structure to build your prompts to use ChatGPT here. I think it's important to use keywords like user-defined periods, so that it will make it adjustable to change the colors and change whatnot. You can probably further modify the code that we have here. It plots. So what if I change it to, please code a ThinkOrSwim study using thinkscript, where it creates two moving averages. and it then plots the two MAs on the chart and colors the area, and we can change this to anything we want, right? If we're working with moving average. So say and plots a green up arrow the chart. The upCross is a variable I used to detect the fast, so respectively, you know, it plots a green up arrow when above the line cross. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is how you could use the prompt that I have created. When it says study, my study, this is just basically the name of the study. We can just remove this from the code. Okay, so this time it's using something else, using EMA function. There might be some errors here. So we have this code. We'll probably have to go through the similar process of punching in the code, finding the errors, come back, and then redoing the whole code. Hopefully you found this video useful. If so, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to provide more content that will help traders build their own tools and be more successful in their trading journey. Have a good day and stay safe out there.